All right, watch carefully and pause as needed, replay, whatever you need to do, because this video is going to have a lot of information for you. The common theme here for everything in this video is that we have an angle whose vertex is outside the circle. So when I look at my situations here, I'm talking about this angle right there, pointed at the circle. I'm talking in this picture about this angle, pointed at the circle. And over here, I'm talking about this angle, which is pointed at least part of the circle. And so even though I have three different situations, they're really the same thing. And I just wanted you to be able to see how they look so that you're not surprised if yours looks a little different or something like that. So all of these situations with the angle outside the circle, if we look inside the angle, our circle has a big arc, being very careful there, and a little arc. Let me go through and do all my big arcs. In this one, inside the angle, here's the big arc. It's going to be the one that's further away. Inside the angle, here are the two arcs. Here's the big arc all the way down to this point. I'm going to grab a different color then and go through and do all of my little arcs. Yeah, there we go. Inside over here, this is my little arc. Inside the angle, that was the big arc. This is the little arc. That's probably the easiest one to see. Inside my angle, that was my big arc. This is my little arc. And so what all of these have in common is the relationship that happens between the arcs and the angle. And that's that the angle is the big arc minus the little arc divided by 2. And so that's how we can solve for whatever's missing. Between the two arcs and the one angle, we need two pieces of information so we can solve for the remaining one, except our first situation over here. Our first situation's a little easier to work with. I said that with a question mark because sometimes it doesn't seem so at first. All they have to give us over here is one piece of information because we already know something. In this situation where we have a tangent on this side and we have a tangent on this side, our big arc and our little arc together make up the whole circle. So in this situation over here, we know that these two arcs total 360. So if they only give us one of the arcs, we can subtract from 360 and find the other one. Then we can use this formula. Or if they gave us the angle, we could say, okay, so this one is x and this one's 360 minus x, and we could do our work with that. So that's kind of a special case. For this one in the center, the big arc and the little arc do not make up the whole circle, so we would need more information. Over here, the big arc and the little arc do not make up the whole circle, so we would need more information. So heads up when you have two tangents that they might give you less information, and that might be okay. But in general, our angle is always the big arc minus the little arc divided by 2.